Alright, so a quick video on Claude Code. So what we're going to do first here is open up Terminal, and we're going to need to install Ubuntu. So if we type WSL, you're going to see I have Ubuntu installed. If you don't have it installed, all you need to do is, again, open up Terminal, and this time type WSL -- install, and then Ubuntu or whatever distro you happen to want to install. So I'm going to let it go through this and get a fresh install, and then I'll show you where to go from there. Alright, so Ubuntu is basically already installed, so it just says use a different name, whatever, it's installed. Once you go through that process, you're going to need to install Claude itself. So let's log into, or let's run the Ubuntu install by typing WSL D for distro and Ubuntu, and that should load us up into Ubuntu. Then we're going to run npm install -g, and then it's at Anthropic -AI / Claude -code. So we'll hit that, and it will install everything it needs to actually do that. So it already found the packages. We're good to go. So how do I use this? Well, let's go ahead and make a new folder on, or actually no, let's go to GitHub, and I'm going to find an existing project. So let's find something small. Let's do the WinPick client. So show and explorer. Now, if we want to give it this context, all we have to do is right click in here, open in terminal, and we're going to open up that Ubuntu by typing in WSL-D Ubuntu. And then we're just going to type in Claude. All right. And it says, do you trust the files in the folder? We'll hit yes. And it may ask you to enter your API key. Go ahead and enter that there. I don't believe it needs you to. I think it actually has you log in through OAuth so that it can connect directly, and then it automatically finds an API key. So now we can type in /init. And this is only if you have an existing project. If you don't have an existing project in that folder, you don't have to do this. But if you have one, type init. And then we'll just drag this down a little bit so we can see everything, because sometimes it gets cut off. And once it goes through the entire project, it's going to make itself a internal README file called claude.md that has all the information. Has all of the information you need, or it needs, for the context of the project. All right, so now it's finished, and it's created a Claude MD file. It says, do you want to create it? Yes. And don't ask again for this session. You can also use Shift-Tab to do this automatically. I usually just press down and enter, and it will go through, create the MD file, and now you can simply type in what you want it to do, and it will do it. So, can you recommend any improvements on this script? And obviously you saw it can write to files, so it can actually make these improvements for you, but I don't want to make too many changes to this because it's actually like a working GitHub project. But you can see that this is quite powerful. It's already adding new lines, removing lines, it improved the README file, things like that. So very powerful tool, and it's the same as the Claude MCP inside of the Claude app, except this connects directly to the API, so you don't get hit with rate limits. But yeah, that's it for this one. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Peace.
Conversations to games to interviews with a broader view. He keeps it fresh, always brings something new. It's MikeTheTech, 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 the architect, MikeTheTech, MikeTheTech, yeah, MikeTheTech, the architect,